And welcome everybody to Eastwood Baseball here in Eastwood Sports Media. Trying it again. Just had a previous little difficulty to start out. No run was scored for Eastwood in the top of the first inning. Woodward was able to get on due to single, and that was beyond the capabilities. That's all we were able to see. So now here we go. Oak Harbor will be up to bat for the first time today, and they will be leading things off with their number 15, Cooper Schultz. We saw him lead off last time as well, and he's going to be doing it again. So here we go. Schultz to lead off, and he's going to start the show for us. So now Schultz going to be up. Paul Lotzenheiser going to be the one on the mound today as well for your Eastwood Eagles. And now here we go. So with due process, we will be up and getting started. And the first pitch going 0-1 count for Lotzenheiser. Now here we go. Gonna be looking for something again, and that's going to be outside. That'll be ball one if I'm not mistaken. So now we should have a 1-1 count with nobody out. Now waiting again. Eastwood in their home blue, or in their blues. Oak Harbor in their home green, and they'll rule that pitch hit Schultz from the looks of it. So Coach Sleedy going to have to go talk about that. Not sure exactly what was going on. Nonetheless, we'll see the next man up in the number 3, Michael Lalonde, going to be up for the Oak Harbor Rockets. And so not sure what's going on currently, but we'll be getting ready to go here just in a moment. And so now we'll get started for this. That'll be a first pitch seen and away. That'll be ball one. So now a 1-0 count, and it'll keep us going. So Lotzenheiser going to try it again. Going to go right back to him, however. He's not going to look over to second. He'll go right over to first. And that will be the first one away. So that'll be out number 1. Braden Butson going to be up. Now here we go. A little many men going. So now we'll try to find it. And anything possible. So now here we go. Lotzenheiser going to be up and now trying again. There's one out currently with one on second for the Oak Harbor Rockets. And now here we go, looking for it again. That'll be strike one cone. Now an 0-1 count for Butzine. Cooper Schultz at second. So Lotzenheiser to get set. Looking for it again. That'll be down low in the dirt. Norton to save it. That'll be ball one. So now you're even in the count and you got one out. Waiting for it again for Lotzenheiser. Wanting to take something, and that's going to go. Schultz going to get over to third. Butzine going to try to get over to first as he beat the throw from Woodward. No, he doesn't. So that'll be out number 2 for Oak Harbor, but they put a man on third just like that. And now Carson Lash going to be up. So now that Carson Lash is up, we'll get ready to go. So 2 outs to find it now. Looking for anything he can. Forgetting to add that, my apologies. There's 2 on the board for Oak Harbor. That'll be an 0-1 count. So now here we go. 0-1 count, 2 outs. That'll be away. That'll be ball one. So now a 1-1 count for Lotzenheiser. Now waiting. He's got Carson Lash still to deal with. And now he's got a second strike. So now on the 1-2, Lotzenheiser to get ready. And that'll be fouled off. And going back at it again, so now there's a 2-2 count. 2 outs, Lash still fighting. Trying to bring home Schultz at third. And that'll be the strike 3 by Lotzenizer, going to get it away. So that'll be out number 2, and we're going to be done and over to break. So this is Eastwood Baseball on Eastwood Sports Media. And we're back, everybody. Welcome to the top of our second inning for some Eastwood Baseball. Connor Norton going to be the one up, everybody. Haven't you heard? But we'll start the top of the second inning just like that. First pitch up, and that's going to be high in the right field. Looking for it. Is it going to get caught? And it will. Jack's going to get it over for O'Carver. That'll be out number 1. So we can already add and tally to the board over there.
Number 28, Paul.
Now Paul Lotzenizer going to be up. The pitcher as well. Ended the previous inning. And now Jackson Overmeyer going to be the one to go. And Lotzenizer just like that to get hit. So he's going to take a trip. And now we're going to get it going. That'll be the first time today that an Eastwood batter with Eric Hepler up. Now, here we go. So now goes strike 1, going to be thrown by Lalonde. 1 out currently, Lotzenizer at first. Hepler up, going to take it. And that's going to be close to him, but not quite hit. That'll be ball 1. So 1-1 count going. We're in the top of our second inning still. And waiting for it here. And that'll be another one. That'll be ball 2. Down low, kind of towards the right. And still going to get it away. Now back. We'll go. Hepler going to take a jab at that a little high and miss. So that's strike 2. Now with 2-2 count, we go with 1 out. Waiting to see where he can go. Lotzenizer to take a semi-decent lead at first. Cam Shoemaker due up next. Hepler going to strike out. That'll be a forward K at least, says he will be swinging at it when he misses. But now this will bring up Cam Shoemaker. And that after that for out number 2 with Drew Ludhart on deck. And that will complete the Eastwood lineup. So Shoemaker getting ready. Going to try to get set, and that'll go, and that's going to hit the pole and back, and that'll be foul ball. That'll be strike 1. And now we go. A nasty curveball there thrown by Lalonde. Gets right back in. That'll be strike 2 for Shoemaker. That goes on an 0-2. So here we go. Back against the wall for Shoemaker. Going to wait down low by the feet. And that'll be strike 1 called. So now a 1-2. And here we go. Paul's Lotzenizer still at first base. Lalonde to throw. Already has one strikeout in this game. He'll try another. That's going to run into the dirt. They're just going to throw over to Shoemaker, and they're going to rule he got out. So that, ladies and gentlemen, for the third out, will be the end of the top of the second inning. Still not 0-0 all, but let's head to the bottom of the second inning, where much more awaits. O'Carver looking to get on the board. Almost had it with Schultz at first. Or excuse me, at third. We'll see if he can get there again, but here we go. O'Carver due up next for the bottom of our second inning. This is Eastwood Baseball and Eastwood Sports Media. So here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Another one to go. And looks like we have Alex Rife up at the plate. Another hip-hop song played. 1-0 count, however. And here we go. Lotzenizer still on the mound. Yet to see a strike out yet. But we'll see a strike, so that'll even up his count. Near the foul ball going to the right. Kind of over by Tennis. So here we go, another one for back-to-back foul balls hit. This one, however, going to go over the backstop. And that's what we'll see there. So after that, we go 1-2 going down low. They're going to try to run it out. And is it going to go anywhere? And no, Rife not going to get there in time. About 3/4 of the way. And so now we'll see the next one up, number 13 of... Oh my, Brennan Butson going to be up. A little Costco guys action, but here we go. Bottom of our second inning, 1 out. So let's get this party started. And after that, 0-1 count. That's going to be Doof away from us as well. Going out, this will be out number 1, and here we go. And then Lotzenizer going to take it again. High hit ball into right. Kashmir going to try to chase it. Shoemaker as well, or either of them going to get there. No, they won't. And so that should be the second strike of the at-bat. 0-2 count now for him. 1 out as well still to work with Butson. 0 for 0 today. Lotzenizer is approaching 20 thrown. And then another curveball for Lotzenizer to throw it. Not going to go in, however. That will be ball 1. So now we're at a 1-2 count. Lotzenizer at 20 thrown officially after that. Now it'll be 21 down low in the dirt. Evened up now, so this will be a 2-2 count. So after we're all evened up, 2-2 now. We got 1 out. And Lotzenizer going to try to get at him. He'll get him as well for his first strikeout of today, so that is another one. And now number 27 going to be up for the O'Carver Rockets, Ethan Brunham, as more specifically. So now here we go, and we'll be waiting for that now. So here we go. And now that'll go try it again. That'll be strike one call to the at-bat. So now a 1-1 count with 2 out currently. Wanting to find something. He'll go again. That's going to be down low and then back in. I'll be strike 2. So now a 1-2 count with 2 out. And here we go. And Lots and Eyes are going to get him, and on a beautiful curveball, he'll get another strikeout back to back. And so just like that, he'll record 2 in that inning, and he will end it as such. So a good way to get it. Missed an out there, my apologies, but through 2, Lots and Eyes has 2 strikeouts. Lalonde has 1. And that's going to put us at the top of our 3rd inning now. And here we go. This is Eastwood Baseball and Eastwood Sports Media. And here we go, everybody. Welcome right on back to the top of our 3rd inning. Drew Luedhart going to be the one up for the Eastwood Eagles. And here we go
Number 6,
for some Eastwood versus Oak Harbor action for the 2nd time this season. The last time at Eastwood High School finished in extra innings. Jack Sensenig getting hit by a pitch, and that is what ended it. Bases were loaded, but the first one seen by Luedhart, it will be a strike 1. So now we're at no 1 count with nobody out currently. And another one hit by Luedhart. That's going to hit off the fence. Or I guess you could call it the mesh behind us, but still, that will be strike 2 for him. So now an 0-2 count. And he'll try again for Luedhart. 1-2 count. Michael Lalonde still on the mound. He's at 23 thrown. And waiting nonetheless will go. Luedhart going to get a swing and going to miss. So that will be...
now that, number 1, Colton.
That will be,
Woodward.
that'll be strike out number 2. And now here we go. Colton Woodward going to be up. I have a lot of anticipation for this one. Going to have to see where we go. Lalonde now getting up, and now Woodward has gotten set in the box. And they'll try it again. That'll be strike 1. So now an 0-1 count with an out currently. So now that'll be back up again. Woodward down low, and then that's going to curve back in, however. That'll be strike 2. So now we'll have to go. 1 out currently after the Luedhart K brings up Woodward in the back of the order, and that's going to go, and that's hit right over to second. And they're going to rule that it was caught by Porth, the second baseman for the Oak Harbor Rockets directly. Never hit the ground. Bringing up Brock Messinger. So now Woodward will be 1 for 2 today. And here comes Brock. And so Messinger to see a first one. Ball 1. Going to be a little wild. Go. And he'll find another one down low. That's going to be hit. And that's going to sail. Fouled off. And that's going right into the grandstands almost. So that'll be strike 1. 1-1 count for the Hill. And here we go. Brock going to go down on a low one, so that'll be strike 2. 1-2 as he misses it. Donnell currently on deck. And so here we go. Messinger going to find an inside one. They're going to rule that ball 2. Not sure if that was in or not. A little hard to see from here, but here we go. 2-2 count with 2 out. And then Messinger going to find a low one as well. That'll be ball 3. So now the full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs, which is going to be the kicker. Lalonde at 32. He gets set here, looking for it, and he'll go down. Messinger going to make contact. That'll go right back to Lalonde. Underhand it, and we're done after the top of the 3rd inning. So now we will head to the bottom of the 3rd just like that, and we... we'll be back in just a moment. This is Eastwood versus Oak Harbor Baseball Live. And welcome back, everybody, to Eastwood Baseball here. We start the bottom of our third inning with the number 0. Definitely looking to be a hero, however, today. Gavin Witt going to be up for the Oak Harbor Rockets to get us started off. And now, here we go. Already through 2.5 innings. About to close out the third, and that'll be first pitch by Paul Otzenizer to strike one. On the 0-1 count now, we get ready to go. Otzenizer to curve it again. That'll be ball one call. Looks like it went almost outside a bit. And now going again, that'll be strike 2 on Witt. Otzenizer trying to get him on the outside over on the left. So now here we go. He'll go back in, gonna get it high and gonna miss. So that'll be strike 3 for Witt, and that'll be the third strikeout for today. Number 6, Jackson Overmeyer, going to be up, and that will be strikeout number 3 for the Lumberjack. Here we go. Overmeyer up. He's 0 for 0 today, and looks to be the last batter in the Oak Harbor lineup. Cooper Schultz, the man who led off the game, is on deck. 0-1 count, however. First pitch thrown by Otzenizer to be a strike. Back again. 4 strike 2. 0-2 count now is what we'll have. So now with one out, Otzenizer really trying to get him moving. And that'll go, get set, and going to try to find him on strike 3. Curveball, and he will. So that will be out number 2 in the bottom of our third inning. Cooper Schultz up, and Otzenizer to get another strikeout. Now here we go. Schultz is up, and a lefty, I should mention. Good to see those guys get some attention. Now here we go. Schultz makes contact. First pitch he sees going way out to our left. That'll be fouled off in strike 1. On an 0-1 we go. Otzenizer to throw that down low. So that'll make it a 1-1 count and 2 out currently. So we wait. On the 1-1 going, and Schultz to make contact. That might go into right center. That'll drop. He goes 1. He's about to go 2. Shoemaker to pick it up and gonna throw, and that'll be a stand-up double for Schultz. So now Michael Lalonde, the pitcher, to be up with 2 outs, bottom of the third. And Oak Harbor's got a man in scoring position just like that. And so what a turn of events just like that for 2 outs. Oak Harbor to get themselves into a good advantage. Now here we go, 2 out. And so here we go. First pitch, Otzenizer inside. Norton have to shake a little into that left batter's box. That'll be ball 1. On a 1-0 count, here we go. 2 out. Gonna get it, and that'll be high again. That'll be ball 2. So now a 2-0 count with 2 outs up ahead. So Otzenizer to get set now, and here we go. That's going in, and that's going to be high, ball 3. With 3-0 now, Schultz still at second for the Oak Harbor Rockets. Lalonde at the plate. He's ruled 0 for 0 today. Otzenizer's thrown 38. He'll take it 39. That'll be a strike, which will prevent Lalonde going to first from the walk. And so now to try again. 3-1 count with 2 out. And they'll find it again. That'll be strike 2. So now a full count with 2 outs, and here we go. So now a full count. Here we go. And that'll be boomed by Lalonde. That's going to go all the way out to the fence. Lands foul, however. If that's fair, you never know what happens. So Schultz to have to head back to second. Lalonde going to foul it off now. 3-2 count. So the full count, and here we go. Going to try to get it in. Contact made. Lalonde to send another one back behind us. With the foul ball, 2 out. So now here we go. Lalonde on a full count. Waiting for it here. Lotzenizer, who gets set and tries to curve it back in, and that'll be ball 4 ruled. And now there'll be 2 on base for the Oak Harbor Rockets.
Now batting, number 16, Braden Butsy.
And now Braden Butsine up. And he's got 2 on to work with. He's got Cooper Schultz at second, Michael Lalonde at first base. And 2 outs, though, however, so no room for error. Have to get somebody home with Carson Lash due up. And here we go. That'll be ball 1, so a little high from the zone. 1-0 count, however, and here we go. So on the 1-0, 2 outs, we get ready. Lotzenizer to get set. Ball is cranked into left center, but it's caught by Donnell. And that will be the end of everything there. So here we go. We'll head after 3 innings. They're still scoreless. So let's head to the top of the 4th inning just like that. We will be right back for Eastwood Baseball and Oak Harbor. This is Dan Ridenour. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody, to Eastwood Baseball. Caden Donnell, the man who just made the catch to save possibly 1, if not 2, scoring for Oak Harbor, will be up to lead off our top of the 4th inning. So now here we go. Still 0-0, and let's get at it. That'll curve outside, going all the way from Donnell's, where he is currently looking at us left, over to the right. And that'll be rolled strike 1 as it hit the corner, and that'll be strike 2. That one looks to be a little more center, but down low. So now an 0-2 count. Drew Kashmerick on deck. And so here we go. That one getting a little close to comfort for Donnell. 1-2 count now, and we're at it. And Donnell going to take another one. Did he check swing and go? And they'll rule that he did, so a good way to start things off and for the Oak Harbor Rockets, and that will be Drew Kashmerick going to come up next with 1 out. And so let's get after it. So now waiting for it here, 1 out. Looking to find anything he can. And so he'll take it, ground out over to the left. Lash looks like that was the guy to throw it, so that'll be out number 2.
Number 2, Connor Norton.
And now Connor Norton going to be the one up next. So 2 for Eastwood and then 2 retired just like that. And now waiting for something. 2 outs, and here we go. That one going to be inside for Norton. That'll be a 1-0 for the catcher. Not going to want to choose it. And now waiting again. 1-2 count with 2 outs. Norton up, waiting for something. That'll be down low again. Looks like it hits the dirt, however, before getting back to Butsina at the plate. So now there's all 2s, especially number 2 at the plate. So 2 balls, 2 strike, 2 out. Getting set is Lalonde. Norton to make contact. That'll be a foul ball, so that's going to keep everything we were just at. Hitting something here, not quite getting it yet. 2-2 count. And that'll be a high fly hit, and that's a beautiful diving catch there by Overmeyer and Wright, and that will end the top of the 4th inning. So, just like that, we will head to the bottom of the 4th inning and take ourselves a bit of a breather. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. I'm Dan Ridenour, and this is Eastwood versus Oak Harbor. Welcome back, everybody, to some more Eastwood baseball here in Eastwood Sports Media. Welcome back to the number 5, also Carson Lash, who recently just made the play. He's going to be the one on up and due. So now, let's get him started in the bottom of our 4th inning. And here we go. With Lotzenizer still going on the mound, and we'll get set for another one. Now, high contact made out in the center. Donnell's going to be tracking it, and he's going to look, and he'll make that catch and bring up Alex Reif, the first baseman, to follow up after him. And we'll already start with them 1 out just like that. So here he comes. Reif is up, and let's get it moving. Lotzenizer now getting set, and we'll try it for him. That'll be down low and inside. That'll be ruled strike 1. So now an 0-1 for Lotzenizer versus Reif. Try it again. That'll be ball 1, however. Tried almost a curveball. Wasn't able to fully come to fruition. We're at a 1-1 count now. And going again. That'll be down low, and that'll be strike 2. So now a 1-2 count. Nobody out currently. So here we go to get set and to try it. And now 2-2 count. No out, or 1 out only. Lotzenizer had 50 thrown already and 3 strikeouts. And Reif going to get beautiful contact out in the left. That'll drop right in front of Brock Messinger, and he will get a stand-up single. And we will introduce number 13 of Brennan Buthine up to the plate. And now a bit of a discussion. Looks like we're going to have a pinch runner. Who exactly is it going to be? Going to have to take a look. It's the number 20, Fisher Khan, going to be pinch running in exchange for Alex Reif. And now here we go. Bottom of our 4th inning. Let's get after it. So now some signs, Norton getting ready. And here we go. One out. And here we go. Lots and eyes are going to try to get that, and that'll be strike one. So now an 0-1 count, we got one out after that. On the 0-1 we go. Lots and eyes are to get set. Gonna try something, gonna get another curveball 0-2 for Butzine. Con over at first. Getting a semi-decent lead, one out 0-2. Gonna try it again, that'll be ball one, however. 1-2 count, we got one out just like that. So Lots and Eyes are at 54, and Butzine is 0 for 1 today. That'll go in, and that'll be strike three. Another backwards K for Lots and Eyes are at number 5 for him with one out, and here we go. Now we will bring up the number 27 of Ethan Bronham, who is going to be up to bat for the Oak Harbor Rockets. I'm going to have to send back first off, however, the Lots and Eyes are getting over. Trying to get Con. He will not. So now 0-0 count, 2 outs, and here we go. Lots and Eyes are going to get set and try to go. That'll be ball one, however. 1-0 count, and there's 2 outs. Now here we go. And it gets set high and down low again. Ball 2. So now a 2-0 with 2 outs, and we're waiting. Now here we go. Still waiting. 3-1 count for Lotznizer. And another one hit, and that's going to be high up. That might hit the sweet spot, and no, Shoemaker going to be under it for out number 3. Looks like it could have gotten between Donnell, Ludhart, and Shoemaker, but it will not. It will be caught by the right fielder and Cam Shoemaker, and here we go. After 4, still scoreless. So we will have to head to the 5th inning in a game that has flown by, if I do say so myself. Bottom of the 4th, turns to the top of the 5th. We will be right back. This is some Eastwood Baseball versus Oak Harbor. And here we go. Welcome back, everybody, to Eastwood Baseball here on Eastwood Sports Media. Dan Ridenour, and thank you so much for joining us. Paul Lotz and I are going to be due up against Lalonde. And now waiting a bit again to find out what is going to happen. So here we go, trying to again 1-2 count. And going to wait a bit more and trying it again is Lotzenizer. He's at a 1-2 count currently. Waiting for something. And that will be a ball 4. And then a strikeout, excuse me, for Lotzenizers. That will be
Now batting, number
1
2,
out just like that. Now Eric Hepler will be up again. So here we go, waiting a bit more to see what we want. And getting ready to roll. So I'm going to have to try again. Hepler going to find it up the middle. And he's going to get a hit in over to first base. Great way to get it. Going to have to take any chance that you can. And a good way to start things off. So here we go. Cam Shoemaker going to be up next. So now going to try it a little bit more. And going to go. And now back to work. We go for Shoemaker. And so trying it again. 0-1 count, currently 1 out. Hepler at first. Reif guarding him. Lalonde still throwing today. And that's going to be a little plop out in the left field for Shoemaker after the pickoff attempt on Hepler. So with 1 out,
now batting, number
Eastwood
12,
will now have 2 on with Drew Ludhart up already in the top of our 5th inning. And now waiting, and we will be up again. Ludhart up in that right-handed box, 1 out. And he'll take his first pitch. That'll be ruled a ball. So now a 1-0 count. And here we go. So 1 out, still 0-0. And we'll be waiting. Ludhart to take his one right inside. And a wild pitch, however, going to be recovered. Nobody to move. So now it's a 1-1 count and there's 1 out. It's the top of our 5th inning. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out. Lalonde at 55, and that'll go again. Waiting for it, and that'll be ball 2. So now a 2-1 count. Still 1 out on this play. Lalonde at 57 thrown. And we'll go again. That's going to be high hit by Ludhart. That might be way out of here, and that'll be strike 2. So now a 2-2 count after the foul ball, and there's 1 out. So now on a 2-2, 1 out. Here we go. Two with 1 out. Ludhart to make contact with it, however. That's going to be high hit up, whip, chasing it. And that's going to be over by third and recovered in time by Butzine. And now Colton Woodward will be up for out number 2.
now batting, number 1, Colton Woodward.
So Woodward will be up, and we will have 2 outs on play for Eastwood in the top of the 5th inning. As they have 2 on, Cam Shoemaker at first base, Eric Hepler over at second. And so now waiting a tad more, 2 out. With Hepler up. You know, that'll be right back, and unfortunate for Woodward over to Lalonde. And all you can do is run that out, and that will be the end of the top of the 5th inning. So you could delete those 2 outs and consider it over. Top of the 5th will be the bottom of the 5th as we come back for Eastwood Baseball versus Oak Harbor. Now here we go. Bottom of the 5th inning and up for Oak Harbor. Gavin Witt, number 0. Gonna get it rolling. So here we go. Witt to be up, due by Jackson Overmeyer, who is currently on deck. And then strike one called. 0-1 count. Nobody out currently. So Lotzenizer to deal it. Bottom of the 5th inning. A bunt attempt to be made. That's going to get into play. Lotzenizer to pick it up, and the underhand will get him out. So now we will see Overmeyer up after. So now here we go. 1 out, and now Witt will be up, and we will have 1 out. Got to get that switched around. So here we go. 0-1 count. We got 1 out. Overmeyer up. He's 0 for 1 today. And Lotzenizer's at 63 thrown. Been a defense first kind of day and gets him. Strike 2. Ruled that he went. And bat was above the plate. Now on the 0-2, going to try it. And they'll wait for something again. 1-2 count. We got 1 out. So on a 1-2 with 1 out. Lotzenizer to throw again. That's in the dirt. And that'll be a 2-2. With the 1 out still. Overmeyer battling for today. We've seen him be able to do it. And now we'll try again. That'll be 2. Turn to 3. Make that a full count now. With 1 out. So Lotzenizer gets set, looking in, throws it, and strike 3 gets him. Another K for Paul. That'll be his 6th one today. And now Cooper Schultz will be up. And now here's at it. Cooper Schultz will be up. And they get set. Paul going to throw it up, and that will be Donnell chasing it and Brock Messinger. And Messinger going to be the one to get there first. And so from the strikeout, we'll get back-to-back outs, and that will end our 5th inning. Still scoreless. We will head to the top of the 6th inning. This is Eastwood Baseball versus Oak Harbor on Eastwood Sports Media. And welcome back, everybody, to Eastwood Baseball, getting ready to go. And so now at it again. Messinger, the second man in the Eastwood lineup after Woodward, will be up again. Caden Donnell due up. Also finished the 5th inning, getting the fly out in the left field. He's got a strike 1, however. 0-1 count. Keep it rolling. And a ground out over from short. Going to be a fight for it, and they're going to not throw it over in time, or at all, quite frankly. That'll be a single for Messinger.
No bad. Number 4, Caden Donnell.
And now Caden Donnell will be up, and here we go. It was a kind of clash between Butzine and Carson Lash for the ball over between short and third. But still, here we go. Messinger at first, Donnell up. And a step off by Lalonde. He's at 62 thrown, and Donnell is 0 for 2 today. And they'll send him bunt attempts. Messinger going to book it over to second. Donnell to get out, and so a good sacrifice bunt. And here comes Drew Kashmerek up after 1 out, and so now Eastwood will have a
Number 27.
man in scoring position, which you need. And so now top of the 6th inning we go. Still waiting for Kashmerek to get into the box. Lalonde is at 63. Kashmerek also looking for his first hit today. And going to step off again is Lalonde. Coach Leedy currently at third. Coach McNulty over at first. And they're going to intentionally walk him, so he's going to take a trip. And so Kashmerek to get over to first. Connor Norton going to be up after the intentional walk. And uh-oh, it looks like we're going to have to see another pinch runner. And yep, I called it. Jamison King in a pinch run for Drew Kashmerek. We saw that against Lake. We've seen that whenever Kashmerek normally either gets on base his first or second time in the game. They're going to put King in.
Now batting, number 2.
And so now Connor Norton will be up after Kashmerek will leave. And we'll get to see it here. So 1 out, and we wait. Norton in the right box to get set. 0 for 2 as well, so 3 straight Eastwood batters 0 for 2 today. And then it'll curve down low. Going to keep everybody where they're at after the ball 1. Does not end up getting past Butzine. 1-0 count. Lots and eyes are on deck. Still waiting for something, and now we're at 1 out. And Norton to make contact with it ends up landing in the box, however, so that'll be strike 1 due from the foul ball. So now there's all 1s we got. But the number 2 at the plate and 2 on base. So on a 1-1 count. And Norton will make contact with him. That's going to fly out over to Overmeyer. And that's going to be a sac fly. Going to send Messinger over to third. It's going to be a close one. But he's going to get there safe in time. And Messinger will get there. And now we got the corners painted. King stays at first base. Messinger able to get over.
Number 28.
With Paul Lotzenizer up again. And now here we go. So Brock able to get over to third. Just that much closer to trying to get home. 1 swing in the back and change the world here. 2 outs after the fly out into right to Overmeyer. And the first pitch, that's going to send it right back from Lalonde, who just has to tag the bag. And that will be all for the top of our 6th inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. This is Eastwood Baseball and Eastwood Sports Media. And so we're back. Welcome everybody to Eastwood Baseball and Eastwood Sports Media. Michael Lalonde going to be due up for the Oak Harbor Rockets here. No changes have been made to the Eastwood defense. Bottom of the 6th inning. Something needs to happen here. And that'll be the first pitch by Lalonde. Hit out in the right. Where's that going to go? Shoemaker's trying to track it. And he's going to catch it on the line. And that will be out number 1, so we can get started. The first pitch to be an out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Already there.
Peyton Butsine.
And we've only been playing for an hour. And so now Butsine going to be up. And now here we go. Lots of eyes to throw. He's at 71. Curveball back in. That'll be ball 1. Now on a 1-0, we're still waiting. And now trying again. That'll be strike 1, however. 1-1 count now. 1 out. And Butsine will go. He's 0 for 2 today. Do not let that fool you. That'll be out. Kashmir chasing it. Going to end up landing out of play in the concourse area. So that'll make it a 1-2 count. We got 1 out now. Lots of eyes are at 6 Ks thrown today. And so now here we go. 1-2 count. 1 out. And that will roll, and that's going to be outside ball 2. So now a 2-2 count. And here we go. Going to try to get it set. Now a 2-2 with 1 out. And here we go, and that's going to go past Hepler over at third, and Messinger going to have to pick it up, and now Carson Lash will be up, and now O'Carver just puts a man on base and really could get Eastwood to have their back against the wall in the bottom of our 6th inning. So now Carson Lash up and getting ready. And that'll be a high hit ball out in the right. And that's going to land. So now we're at an 0-1 count. 1 out up ahead. On the 0-1 we go. Going to send a man. That's going to get past Norton. They might actually send him to 3. No, they won't. So that gets past Connor Oates. And that makes that 1-1. Lash 0 for 2 today. Butsine, however, broke his hitless streak in the previous at-bat, getting over on the grounder from the third at Hepler. But now here we go. 0-2 count with 1 out. And he'll step out, call timeout, and Lotzenheiser being forced to step off. And this O'Carver bench really gaining momentum. A 3-way tie for the NBC currently, with O'Carver, Eastwood, and Lake. And that's going to go over. Woodward going to try to throw it, and that'll be Kashmerick, and he'll be ruled out. But at what cost? 2 outs, and O'Carver will have a man on third. But Seed will get there. Alex Rife to be up. And here he comes with number 13, Brennan Butsine, currently on deck. And 2 outs, that'll go, and that'll be down and up, so that'll be 1-0 count. Bottom of our 6th inning, 1-0, and that'll be strike 1, so now that curved in. And we're looking at that 1-1 count with 2 outs, and here we go. Waiting for it, and that'll be strike 2, so now a 1-2 count with 2 outs. Really needing something. Rife currently 1 for 2 today. So now we try on the 1-2. Rife waiting. And Lotzenheiser to be up. And now we'll get set and throw. Curveball past Rife. Hepler needs to get this out here, and he will. So Eastwood going to keep it tied at 0. Heading to the final inning of regulation. So here we go. Top of the 7th to be played next. We will be right back for that for Oak Harbor versus Eastwood. And welcome back, everybody. This is Eastwood versus Oak Harbor. Eric Hepler to lead off, and here we go. Still 0-0 with quite a bit of surprise. You know, we expected this to be the duel of the ages, but currently it looks like Caden Donnell warming up behind us for a possible reliever. So now 0-1 count after the first pitch to Hepler, and another one to go through. This one might drop, and it does not. And that will be caught. No, excuse me. They rule that it... I guess that he didn't catch it because Hepler's not going to move. That was over at the second of Porth, who almost made the flip. And they'll say, no, he did not. So now Cam Shoemaker will be up. Eric Hepler will get to first base just like that. And here we go. So a single for Hepler, and now we get at it. And going to have to step off as Lalonde trying to get him over.
Number 5,
Cam Shoemaker, who's 1 for 2 today, is up. Getting ready for something. So they're still waiting. And he'll get a good bunt attempt, but they'll rule it foul. For no avail, so now we'll try it again. And now here we go. Shoemaker, we'll see what he wants to do. Hepler over. 0-1 count, nobody out. And they're going to send him down in and takes the pitch. Is Shoemaker. 1-1 count. But seeing over at third definitely was wasting no time trying to get there. And now Drew Ludhart currently on deck. Now we'll see if they want to try it again, and Shoemaker will. A high bunt, however. Going to land behind us, and so that will make it a 1-2 count with Nolan Bickelhop currently warming up for Oak Harbor. And now here we go on the 1-2. Shoemaker's up. Can't really bunt here. He'll take a curveball, and that'll be strike 3. Lalonde going to get him his third strikeout today, and here comes Drew Ludhart.
Now, number 6, Drew Ludhart.
Now, here he goes, 1 out. Oh, count. And Ludhart's make contact. That's going to be fouled off, however. 0-1 count. And we have 1 out just like that after Shoemaker would wait. Oh, 1 count, 1 out. And he'll try it again. Curveball, strike 2, 0-2 count. Waiting for it here. Top of the 7th inning still. Ludhart 0 for 2 today. Lalonde at 75. Ludhart to make contact. Keeps his at-bat alive. As that'll go out foul. Just rolls a little bit, but still better than nothing. And now back. They're going to send Hepler back to first. And he'll be safe there. So now an 0-2. And to keep it waiting. And now we'll go. Ludhart going to wait down the middle again. That'll be out number 2. Colton Woodward up.
Now batting number 1, Colt Woodward.
And so now, here comes Woodward. Oh, count with 2 out. Waiting ahead for it to see it here. And that'll curve back in. That'll be strike 1, 0-1. And Hepler still safe over at first. 2 outs, 0-1 count. Woodward needing something here. He's at an 0-1. And that'll be a curveball and then down low. Strike 2 on an 0-2 count now. We go. 0-2 count, 2 outs. And no wait, that's going to be close to Woodward. He's not going to swing at it. So now we go 1-2 count. Two outs. And that'll be contact made and way out. So that will be at our 1-2 still. We got 2 outs currently. So that will force Hepler back. Bickelhop looks done warming up in the bullpen. And to go back is Hepler. So the 1-2 we go. It's 2 outs. Woodward will wait and go. And they'll get him swinging. 4 strike 3. So we'll head to the bottom of the 7th. Eastwood has to play perfect defense. Cannot allow a run if they would like to keep themselves at 3 losses this year. But we go. Bottom of the 7th up next. Scoreless still between Eastwood and Oak Harbor. And welcome back, everybody, to Eastwood Baseball here on Eastwood Sports Media. Here we go with Brennan Budzine up, and here we go, bottom of the 7th inning. Trying to get it, and here we go. And so now we'll wait. First pitch thrown by Lotznizer going to be ruled a strike. So now an 0-1 count. And here we go. 0-1 count. That'll be a 1-1. So still waiting. And now that'll be high and hit. And is it going to drop? And no, it'll just be taken by Donnell. So it will not go to waste. That'll be 1 out.
Nolan.
And now Nolan Bickelhop to hit. Here we go with 1 out. With Bickle hopped up, 1 out. Oh, count with an out. And so that'll get set. Lotzenizer going to try to find it. That'll be strike 1. So now an 0-1 count with 1 out. Now here we go. Needing to get anything you can. On the 0-1, we will curve it, and that'll be strike 2. So now an 0-2 count. We got 1 out. Bickelhop's currently going. Gavin Witt on deck. Eastwood looking to play pristine defense here to keep their chances alive of winning. That'll be contact made. That's going to be fouled. It's almost fair for a second. And he's going to have to go back. So here we go. 0-2 count with 1 out still. And now we go 0-2 count with 1 out. And that'll be a good strike for Paul. That'll be strike 3 to get him.
Number 0.
That'll be number 7. Gavin up now, 2 outs in the bottom of our 7th inning. And now here we go at around an hour and 15 game played. That'll be strike 1 thrown by Paul. 0-1 count with 2 outs. So now we're waiting. And that'll be 0-2. Lotzenizer getting a good start on Witt. Wasting no time. On the 0-2, 2 out. Curves back in and gets it. Great way to get it. That'll be strikeout number 8 for Paul. And he's at 92 currently, so we might see a reliever as we head for the second time this year between these two teams into extra innings. Top of the 8th right upon us. Nobody has scored yet, but here we go. We go. Top of the 8th inning. This is Eastwood versus Oak Harbor. And we're back, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us as we get it rolling. Top of the 8th to lead off, going to be Brock Messinger. And so now we get our show started. He's 1 for 2 today. Bickelhop to start on the mound now as a reliever. Eastwood needing to get some form of momentum and then play some good defense. Curveball, going to be 1-0. Not quite able to reach the zone in time. We'll try again. And Messinger to make contact. A little bit of a whiff over to Butzine at third, and he'll get the throw all the way over in time. Messinger out with Donnell up.
Hey, Donnell.
With Caden Donnell up. Here we go. Waiting for something possible. So with one out, we go. And he'll wait down low, and that'll be a 1-0 count. After the down low pitch to Donnell, 1 out, and here we go. And trying it again, and that'll be strike 1 called, so now 1 out. And waiting now a little bit longer. Another one thrown to Donnell, and that'll be ball 2. So now a 2-1 for him. Waiting for it. Here we go. And Donnell would make contact with that again and tries it. 2-2 count now, and here we go. And now here we go. Going to try it. That's going to be a knockback over to Bickelhaupt. And he's still able to make it in time. And Donnell will get out.
Now batting, number 27, Drew Kashmir.
So just like that, Drew Kashmarek will be up. And now here we go. So here we go. Kashmarek looking for it. He's 0 for 2 today. 2 outs in the 8th inning. That'll be down low and outside, ball 1. So now another 1-0 count. So on the 1-0 we go. 2 outs. Norton up as well on deck. And waiting. And down by his kneecaps. They'll rule out strike 1. So now a 1-1 count with 2 outs. So with 2 outs we go. Norton going to be away. 1-2 count now for him. One, two out. And Kashmir going to get it curved and gets a cut at it. So that'll be top of the 8th inning, and that will head to the bottom of the 8th after the curved ball. So now we get it moving. Bottom of the 8th inning with 2 outs. Eastwood looking to try to get the best of Oak Harbor, but we'll head to the second half of the 8th inning. This is Eastwood versus Oak Harbor. And welcome back, everybody. Jackson Overmeyer due up next. To lead off the bottom of the 8th inning, here we go. Paul Lotznizer still going on the mound for the Eastwood Eagles. He's been on the mound all day. And we're going to have to keep it moving. So now we go. And that'll be a high fly heater behind us. Strike 1 called now, an 0-1 count. On the 0-1 now, Lotznizer getting ready. Wanting to get set, so he'll go, and that's going to curve back in. They'll roll that ball once. So now a 1-1 count. Waiting for something here. And that'll curve back in. That'll be strike 2. So now a 1-2 count. Needing anything you can find. And Lotznizer going to get set again. That'll be strike 3 to get him moving. So how about that to start out number 1 to come that way in the bottom of the 8th inning. So here we go with the number 15 to move it. Cooper Schultz going to be the one up in the bottom of the 8th inning. Add another K for Lotzenizer. That'll be number 9 if I do my math correctly. And so now let's get after it. So 9 for Lotzenizer, 3 for Lalonde. Add extra. So now that'll be strike 2 called, if I'm not mistaken, after the foul ball. And an original one put in play. Get us going. So now on the 0-1. Schultz for his first pitch. The at-bat will get a bit of a different disadvantage, though. Still waiting for it. Schultz is 1 for 2 currently. 0-1 count, and that'll be high and hit. And Donnell's going to be chasing it on in, and it's just going to end up going to Woodward, who will catch it with barely moving, so that'll be out number 2, and here comes Michael Lalonde. So Lalonde is up, and here we go. 2 outs, and ready to go. Lotzenizer to get set. Lalonde going to just send it right back towards us. And now an 0-1 count with 2 out. Oh, 1 count, 2 outs. Lalonde gets ready, and that'll be high and hit. And Woodward's going to clear it and going to try to get there, and he will. So he'll get 2 flyouts right into his glove, and that'll end 8 innings. Still yet to see a man hit home. So let's head to the top of the 9th inning, and we will be back for Oak Harbor versus Eastwood. And here we go. Connor Norton up, and welcome back, everybody, to Eastwood Baseball here on Eastwood Sports Media. So now we'll try to find it. Still having Bickle hopped up, so this will be the current situation. Norton up, yet to see a run scored, heading to the top of the 9th inning, so let's get after it. And now here goes 1-0 count, and a beautiful line drive. That's going to go off the left field line, and they're going to send Norton to second. The throw to be made over from left field, and he'll get there standing up with the Lumberjack Lotzenizer to do. And on deck is Eric Kepler.
Number 28, Paul Lotzenizer.
And now here we go. And they're going to intentionally walk Paulie, so he's going to take a trip. And now here comes Eric Kepler. Eric Kepler up.
Eric Kepler.
And so now here we go. Kepler up. Top of the 9th inning. Bickle at 13 thrown. And they'll intentionally walk Lotzenizer. Earlier did Kashmerick, and here we go again. The step off is Bickle hopped, and here we go. Hepler getting ready now. And going to keep it moving, and everybody and their mother knows the bunt's coming. On the left side, though, however, he might get there in time. He's going to try to, and he does, so that'll be bases loaded. And so here we go. Cam Shoemaker up. And now the bag's loaded for the second to last man in the lineup. Cam Shoemaker up. And so now an out possible anywhere, but nobody out. Top of the ninth inning. Bases loaded. Now here we go. And Shoemaker going to hit his first one. That's going to barely graze the box up here, and that'll be an 0-1 count after his first foul ball. So now getting ready to roll. Norton leading the charge. Lotzenizer at second. Hepler at third. Shoemaker up to bat. 0-1 count. And that's going to hit him. Well, his helmet comes off. Looking a little disoriented, but a smile on his face. 0-2. Must have swung and then ended up hitting him. But here we go. 0-2 count. Jack Sensinig currently up on deck. I don't know what happened last time he played against Oak Harbor. 0-2 count now, though, for Shoemaker. 1 for 3 today. Bases loaded. Inside, that'll be ball 1 for Cam Shoemaker. 1-2 count now. Waiting for patience. And now here we go. 1-2. And he's going to swing at that inside. That'll be strike 3. And so just like that, we'll have Jack Sensinig up. The number 21.
Now that,
As a...
number 21, Jack Sensinig.
And going to get it into the book. And now here we go. 1 out with Colton Woodward due up. So anything's possible here. Bases loaded. Top of the ninth inning, 1 out. Jack will be up, and now we'll go at it. Pickle hopped on the mound. 1 out. First pitch you'll see, and that's going to be outside. Ball 1, a little high. And now a 1-0 count. We got 1 out. Jack Sensinig up. Back to try it again. 1-0 count. And no waits. Contact made by Sensinig. That'll be his first strike of the at-bat. 1-1 count now with 1 out. 1 out foul behind us. Not really anything you can do with that. Bickle at 19, now 20. Thrown today. For Sensinig in his first at-bat. And so now 1-1, and that'll be down low. And they'll roll that strike 2, barely graze the corner, I suppose. 1-2 count with 1 out. And so now we go. And Sensinig gonna let that one pass. That'll be strike 2. It looks like it could have been a little down low.
Number 1, Colton Woodward.
But now Woodward will be up 2 outs in the top of the ninth inning. And now with 2 outs. 0-0 count with 2 outs, and we get ready to... Woodward going to see us first. That's going to be grounded, and it's going to be muffed ball. Norton going to come home, and bases loaded again. So Eastwood will score off the Woodward grounder over to Lalonde, and will finally break the goose egg. 1-0 for Eastwood. Brock Messinger up with that. So now it's 1-0. 2 outs, top of the ninth inning. Bases still loaded. Try to get as much of a cushion as you can heading into the bottom of the ninth inning. And Messinger going to let that one pass. That'll be strike one. So now an 0-1 count with 2 outs. On an 0-1. We get ready to go. And contact made. Messinger going to graze the box again to our right. Now he's got an 0-2 count. Now we go. 0-2 count. 2 out. And it'll get set and high and it's not going to get swung at all. So now a 1-2 count. Bases loaded, 2 out. Messinger needing something here. And so we go 1-2 count, 2 outs. Swing and going to go wide out. To no avail. 1-2 count with 2 outs. So with 1-2 count, we go. Messinger up. Anything possible here. So now we go again. And they're going to get him. So that will be the end of the top of the 9th inning. Eastwood only going to score 1 after having the bases loaded. But we head to the bottom of the 9th inning, which most likely will be for all or nothing here. And we will be back for Eastwood versus Oak Harbor. And welcome back, everybody, to Eastwood Baseball here versus Oak Harbor. Braden Butzine going to be up for the Oak Harbor Rockets. And here we go. Paul Lotzenizer still up, and many men watch the game now. Here we go. Bottom of the 9th ready, and now we go. First pitch thrown by Lotzenizer going to be a strike, 0-1 count. Nothing changing defensively for Eastwood or any substitutions. Butzine 1 for 3 today. Lotzenizer at 102. That'll be an 0-2 count now for Paul. So now we go 0-2. Nobody out, and that's going to be a high curve. Almost hits Butzine in the head, does not, however, so that's a 1-2 count. I'm going to have to try again, and now it'll curve down and away. And they'll roll that ball too. So now we're all even. Nobody out. And now we'll try it, and that's going to be a high hit ball curved into right for Shoemaker. And that'll be out number 1. So Eastwood to start it off. And now Carson Lash will be up, and here we go. Looking to try it. And now anything possible. And first pitch you'll see going to be a strike. So now on a 0-1 count, Lotzenizer will have it in his favor. And we go to try it again. Gets him to swing again. That'll be strike 2. So now an 0-2 count. And we'll keep it moving. 0-2 count now. Only 1 out. And that'll be a ground over, and that's just going to be fouled off. So Lotzenizer at 109 thrown. Lash 0 for 3 today. He's got the number 14 at Alex Rife currently on deck. That'll be high. 1-2 count now with 1 out. And they'll get him to strike out, and that'll be out number 2. Another strikeout for Paul.
Number 14.
And now Alex Rife will be up. And now a 1-0. Out. 2 outs, then it'll be strike 1. No, yep, that will be. And now a 1-1 count with 2 out. And the bat to go. 1-1 possibly. No, make that 1-2. Nobody hit. I'm getting hypnotized by the bat swing. Well, if you don't know, now you know. 1-2 count. 2 outs for Rife. He's 1 for 3 today. Lotzenizer at 115. Has broken triple digits for the second time this year. Did it first when he played Elmwood on the road, where that was a 4-2 loss for your Eagles. Now on the 1-2, gonna hit him. And Rife's gonna go to first off a hit by pitch and bring up Michael Lalonde. And now we're gonna have a visit. And now we're gonna see a substitution. Lotzenizer to come out. And here comes Caden Donnell in to pitch. Saw him throw a few earlier in the Eastwood bullpen, but he'll be a reliever. And so Lotzenizer to finish the day with double digits in the strikeout category. He's got 10. And so finishes it today with 116 thrown and 10 strikeouts. And now Caden Donnell will be up 2 outs. O'Carver has Alex Rife at first, and Butsine will be up. And so now here we go. 0-0 counts, 2 outs. 1-0 your score, 2 outs. Butsine will be up. He's 0 for 3 today. And so now we're still waiting, just getting ready. It's not over, folks. Could go to anybody's favor. Anything is possible, really. And so now we go bottom of the 9th inning, excuse me. Butsine up 0 for 3 today, but we'll see what he can do. Rife is going to be at it. So now here we go. 0-0 count with 2 out. And that'll be first pitch thrown by Donnell. Going to be ruled ball 1. So now a 1-0 count. And with 2 outs. And Donnell to try it again. High hit ball. And that's going to be a popped up. Donnell's going to be chasing it. So is Norton. And with a whopping 2 thrown, Donnell comes in to close the victory. 1-0. Is Eastwood's win after 9. So a good way for Eastwood to get back in the win column, keep their first place position in the NBC, and we will end things here. Thank you, everybody, for listening between this contest between the Eastwood Eagles and the Oak Harbor Rockets. I'm Dan Ridenauer signing off, and I got 2 words for you. Game over.